Hello, viewers. Welcome to KASPORTS. It's your boy Kofi Besi Jr. Today we're here again on the Monday Boxing Madness, where we bring you nothing but the best in boxing news, and boxing updates, and what to expect like in the coming week, as long as like or in terms of the boxing schedules and fixtures coming up in the coming weekend. I'm your boy Kofi Besi Jr. I'll be doing this one today exclusively again with my co-host Doc Opoku. He is currently in France, Paris. We'll be bringing us a lot of updates from the Paris Olympic Games in the sport in the boxing discipline. So he's there representing KA Sports Boxing and KA Sports and K Box TV as well as Ace TV. And so he'll be bringing us all the updates from France. He's there himself. He's there with the USA boxing team, and so we'll go to his end from France, and then to also get some comments and from updates live from Paris, France. And also, if this is the first time that you are tuning in to us, please make sure you go to our YouTube and then you go look for us, K Sports Boxing, and then you subscribe to our channel. Go to Facebook as well, look for us, K Sports Boxing, and then make sure you follow us also there as well. We're also big on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and we are also on Trend. Just go to all these platforms, all social media platforms. Just type in there KA Sports Boxing, and then you'll see us there. On Facebook, we just clock 5.1K followers, and we really appreciate all the followers and everybody who's joining us on this journey to be able to provide boxing news to you and to everybody like across the globe. Now, what do we have in stock coming to you today? Clarissa Shields in the news. Of course, you saw what she did over the weekend. Derek Chisora, veteran Derek Chisora, I caused an upset again in the UK. We'll also talk about that as well. And of course, when we come to the Olympic side, there are a couple of things that we cannot talk about. Like we will definitely we will come here and not want to talk about. I'm talking about the fact that some African boxers have been on the platform and have been able to qualify after like their first championship. Of course, we also talk about the downside that nobody has been able to qualify within the West African region yet. But then there are a lot of beautiful things that we can talk about on the Olympic side too as well. So stay with me. I'm going to take my first breather, and then when I come, we're going to jump in directly into the fight highlights. Stay with me. Don't go too far. Yeah, so thank you for staying with us, and welcome back to the Monday Boxing Madness, live on KA Sports. We're going to start right from the camp of Derek Chisora. So Derek Chisora was in the news after I would say an amazing performance. You could see that he was tired right from the round 2, but he stayed through it and fought through it. Round 3, round 4, round 5, round 6, round 7. You could just see that the gas in the tank was just finished. But somehow, Derek Chisora was going on and pressing on and fighting and fighting and fighting. And guess what? He surprised everybody when he knocked he knocked Joe Joyce down in round 9. I was like, what is happening? But yeah, Derek Chisora gave a very fantastic account of himself on Saturday night at the O2 Arena in London. I mean, he said that's going to be his last fight in London at the O2 Arena. And the next time that we see him, he's looking to fight again in Manchester. And after the Manchester fight, he only has like one more left. So now we are waiting for when he'll be fighting again. And Watch Chisora. He comes into the ring like with everything. And if you are coming to fight Watch Chisora, then you need to come very, very well prepared. And yeah, he himself was prepared for Joe Joyce. Things didn't go well for Joe Joyce. After the fight, Joyce was saying that he also felt like he won the fight. But come on, man. You can't be fighting an old man like this and then not live up to expectations. Everybody would want to take the side of the old man because he knocked you down. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, at the end of the day, Derek Chisora beats Joe Joyce in a unanimous decision after 10 rounds of boxing. So huge and massive congratulations going to show you. I'm just trying to show you the image of Chisora after he won the fight. I mean, this is Derek Chisora in your shot. Watch Chisora, an amazing performance, a fantastic fight, and also making sure that he went home as the winner at the O2 Arena in London. Huge congratulations, huge compliments going out to this man, Derek Chisora, for making it happen. Now, I'm going to move from there and zoom directly to the GOAT, Clarissa Shield, who was in action also over like last weekend. And my oh my, what a fight. What a knockout. I mean, the fight gave everything. She went into the ring, and for somebody that everybody goes like she doesn't have the knockout power, she was able to give like this will be like her second career knockout verdict since she turned pro. So Clarissa Shield knocked out Vanessa Lapenge Joannese, the Canadian boxer who was the defending champion. She knocked her out to become become like the new WBC heavyweight champion. So now Clarissa Shield has not just become like not just writing her name into history, but she keeps moving up with and dominating like those weight division as well. Now that she's in the heavyweight, I think maybe probably we'll see her, also in a couple of fights, like also again. So yeah, huge congratulations to this woman for that marvelous performance that she put in the ring on Saturday night in front of her hometown and people that love and adore her for who she is, and the fact that she anytime she steps into the ring she brings like some like electrifying performance to boxing fans. So yeah, that's it from also coming in from the camp of Clarissa Shield. Now from there I'll talk about Michael Rivera, who defeated Hugo Roldan by split decision also on that particular fight. So if we want to go through these three fights, the one which is very big where everybody's talking about is the fact that Old Man or Old Dale, like they call him, like went to the London O2 Arena and gave them a massive performance that I don't think many people who went there to go watch Derek Chisora would ever forget. Because it was a fight that was everybody was expecting that Joe Joyce would pull up so that he will be able to continue like his career from there, because like he suffered like major setback in the last two fights that he had against the Chinese Bang. So this was a fight that was supposed to prepare him, sort of write his name again into that contention, but unfortunately it didn't go the way that it was supposed to go. What's next for Derek Chisora? Like I said, he already told us that he's got like two fights left, so definitely we're going to expect him to back into the ring very soon. But what's next for Joe Joyce? The good thing is that he has like a very solid promoter behind him in the name of Frank Warren, and no matter what, we just know that Warren will going to line up someone else for him to be able to fight. But one thing is for sure, Joyce needs to deliver. He needs to be able to get a win so that it would put his name like into title contention, and also like make people want to go to arena to go watch him, because the losses are becoming too much on his record, and it definitely is not what you would want for some like a heavyweight of his caliber to have. So yeah, that is how, or this is where I close the curtain on fight highlights. Big congratulations to Clarissa Shield also for taking care of business in front of his hometown, and also congratulations going up to Michael Rivera also as well. I'm waiting for my co-host so do the second segment together, but I think he's yet to join us. But if anytime that he comes on, I'll let you know, and then we would continue from there. Now I would like to zoom in straight then into like fight news. The first things I want to cover is the fact that Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga has been announced. So on the Mexico Independence Day, which is September 14th, you're going to see the face of boxing in the name of Canelo Alvarez back, and he'll be taking on the Puerto Rican Edgar Berlanga. This is a fight that many people say they don't want to see, but of course it's Canelo. So definitely, if he steps into the ring, whether you like it or not, you want to have a feel and a catch of Canelo. So yeah, Canelo is going to fight Edgar Berlanga. That will be his next opponent. Secondly, as I speak to you, Gervonta Tag Davis is in Paris or is in France, and he came there. He put up to be able to support um, the U.S. Olympics team. He came there to support them as well, and so it's something that will definitely boost the confidence of the boys who are going to compete in the flag of or compete on the ticket of U.S. on the Olympic Games. So it's also a very good thing that's also going to happen on our side. And unfortunately, since Lomachenko pulled out of the fight against Devonta Tank Davis, I mean, somebody has put in his name up for contention that will be wanting to face Devonta Tank Davis in the name of Shakur Stevenson. So the camp of Devonta Tank Davis are speculating or have already come out to say that they are going to make an offer to Shakur Stevenson so that he will be able to be his next dancing partner. And where the venue, whatever it is, I think whenever they announce it, we'll be here to share it with you as well. Another thing making news across the world is the fact that His Excellency Teki Al-Sheikh, he wants to see Crawford versus Canelo. That's the fight that he also says he wants to see. And he said he's already promised Crawford that if he's able to deliver, he will get the fight against Canelo done for him. But he said that he's going to make sure that that thing is like that particular fight is made, and also like the money has to make sense and it's a reasonable thing. I mean, everybody now knows that Turkey is in the business. That's the Saudi Arabians are now in boxing, and that's where the money is. And so all the boxers are trying to make sure that they can get as much as money that they can get when Turkey is around. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Whether like Canelo will give like a reasonable figure enough for Turkey to make the fight happen, or whether he will just give like I would say like a blank check, quote unquote, where Turkey will not be able to fill it in, and then that will be like the end of the fight. Obviously, if Canelo wanted to fight Crawford, it would have been easy for them to make the fight like now, rather than going to fight Edgar Berlanga. But I mean, for him, he's now like more of a businessman, and also making sure that he takes care of himself and not going to take some risky deals which is not going to benefit him. So yeah, on that level, I respect Canelo for that. But if it comes to like boxing fans and what we want to see, definitely a fight versus Canelo versus Crawford will be a fight that people or boxing fans would love to see. So on that side, I'll close the curtains on His Excellency promising boxing fans that he will try and make the Canelo versus the Crawford fight happen. Now, from there, I go straight to the Olympic Games, and I have the boxing doc with me to do this with, because there are a lot of things that is happening or that have been going on in Olympic Games as far as Africa is concerned. And with him there, he'll be able to let us know, and then he will give us his take and his insight into some of these things. But before I bring him on, let me just talk to you about the fight schedule coming up quickly. So this weekend, Terence Crawford will return into the ring. He'll be competing for the WBA and then the WBO title in the junior middleweight division. He's moved up. He's now in the 157, and this fight will be his first or his debut in the division, and he's going to take on the WBA champion in the name of Israel Madrimov. This fight will be live on the Zone. The next person who's also going to feature on this same card, and a very exciting card that many boxing fans will be excited to see him, will be the return of Andy Ruiz. Whether you like it or not, heavyweight punchers are like very special fighters. Just a simple punch and everything changes. And so definitely, boxing fans would want to see Andy Ruiz return to the ring. And he's going to take on a fighter that we all know, an old foe that we all know, and also like a trash talker and a very good talker. And definitely, I think the press up leading to the fight will be something that you can't take your eyes off. I'm talking about the name Jarrell Miller. So these two guys will be competing for in a 10 rounds, non-title contest. Also, Gerald Anderson will be in the fight. He will be on the card. He's going to take on Martin Bakole in the 10 rounds fight also as well. And the Pitbull Cruz, Isaac Cruz, will also be on the card. He's going to take on Jose Valenzuela. So this weekend, these are the fights that are coming up. If you're a boxing fan, make sure you pull up and then you tune into like your favorite channel and then go check out this fight. My exclusive fight, or what I'm not going to miss, is definitely going to be that Terence Crawford versus Israel Madrid. I want to see how he's going to perform and how he'll be able to deliver like in this new division, and how he'll adapt. First of all, how he'll be able to adapt in this new division that is moving up. Mind you, the fight versus Crawford, the Errol Spence fight, the rematch that they both agreed, it's not completely off the table yet. So definitely with Steve Fandora also having one of the titles in that division, and they trying to make it on the PBC side between Errol Spence. If that fight goes through, definitely we will see like the clash between Errol Spence and then Crawford, if that ever gets to happen. So guys, those are the fights coming on this weekend, and I think you should make sure you tune to your favorite channel to watch. And of course, KA Sports Boxing, the number one numero uno in the whole world. We bring you nothing but the world of like nothing but the best of boxing updates in the world. We will definitely come to you and bring those updates to you as well. Massive congratulations to Clarissa Shield again. But now it's time to talk Olympics, and let me bring in my co-host. And they call him the boxing doc. I call him Opoku. All right, doc. Welcome. Hey, sports.
What's up, my man? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm in a coded room.
Yeah, I can see.
Interesting room here.
How is the Olympics going? Tell us. How is the fever? How is the feeling in the village in the camp? How is it going?
Yo, there is nothing like what I'm seeing. Of course, obviously, I've never been to an Olympics before. This is my first time, so it's
Yeah,
exciting. I've never been to France till now. I've never been to Paris, so I'm enjoying the sports. I'm enjoying the city.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun. I've been to several places, and the
Uh,
whole place is jump packed. You see a lot
yeah.
of foreigners, teams, tourists everywhere. It's a very how should I say electric atmosphere.
Nice,
So I'm
nice.
enjoying myself. It's work and happiness, I would say.
Good. But yeah, it's the work of happiness, and I'm sure like for you and I mean the team you represent, you guys have also had your fair share of wins and losses. But for the whole continent as Africa, I mean, it's been a lot of losses than wins. I want us to talk about first the let me just put this one up and then we will go in. I want to first talk about the fact that Egypt's Ayad, who was supposed to be like at the games, you know, to compete, some way somehow gave an easy win. I call it an easy win because the opponent didn't even have to fight at all. They just gave him the win. I mean, I would rather take this at a qualifiers than to experience this at the Olympic Games. What happened? What tell us what happened and why? I mean, he had to just not show up for somebody else to just get an easy win like that.
Well, first I would say that it is a sad situation because
It is.
obviously, it's not like the African continent had a lot of, how do I say it? Kofi,
Slots.
by the way, are you hearing some ping sounds here?
Yeah, but it's okay. No, I can definitely hear you clearly.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
All right. Uh, I had to. All right. So for Africans, to start off with, it wasn't a lot of us, so
Yeah.
we were hoping that we don't lose anyone, especially not in the ring. Regarding Ayad, I was surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, from the reports, she couldn't make weight, but they also said that there was some medical problem also, which that was not reported.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so lose before you step in the ring. It was a very disheartening situation for Africa.
Yeah.
So that was an easy win,
Yeah.
but a hard loss for us.
Definitely.
I haven't had the chance to see the Egyptians camp, but I know that they are very good.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm losing Doc here. Um, hopefully you. Yeah, I think.
I'm back.
Okay, okay, okay.
I'm back. Can you
I'll
hear
go
me?
you now. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it was disheartening to lose one African boxer right from the beginning. Very
Okay,
sad
perfect.
situation there.
Well said. For me, I feel like I find it very, in my opinion, I find it very unnecessary. Because you need to prepare. You prepare for moments like this. You understand? So, if if the reasons
They've
if they are
given
trying to
is the
hide the
truth.
reason, if they're trying to hide the reason, then that's okay. But if it's just about him or her not showing up on the fight night, I find it very unnecessary because it could have been a shot for somebody else to show up and really, you know, give us something. But for you to get a ticket, to
Hmm.
get a slot, get there and not compete, I find it very, yeah, illogical. Let me just
Yeah.
leave it there. And also, I mean, together we were at the Olympic camp in Germany, and we saw this amazing lady, and we all know or had a feeling that she would definitely be great for Africa. And unfortunately, it so happened that she will not be able to even fight at all. And for the reason, I mean, it's something that you and I both know. Um, Unfortunately, uh, Cynthia will not be able to compete at the Olympic Games after like going through all the ropes, I'll say, or I'll call it, to be able to get prepared and to get to Paris. Only for her to fail a drug test, and you know in the process being told that she will not be able to fight. So the Nigerian boxer in question is Cynthia Ogunsemilore. Let me put it like that. Or let me just call it her Cynthia. That she's been removed from the Paris Olympic women tournament after testing positive for a banned substance. The good thing is I'm doing this show with a doctor who knows these medics and this substance. Doc, what substance did they find in the system, and that has led to her being, I'll say, disqualified from the Olympic Games?
Thank you, Kofi, for this particular question and asking for explanation. Before
Mm,
we go into what actually she was found for and what
mhm,
possibly could be the case. Now,
mhm,
Cynthia, like you said, was a gold medalist in Accra, was for the African Games, and
mhm,
she actually is a very, very, very good boxer.
mhm.
Since the story broke yesterday, I have been following it. They said that they were going to. So John Nene, who reports for the AFBC Communications,
Yeah,
actually spoke to Cynthia, and that is
yeah,
where we got the quote from.
yeah,
And
yeah,
and Cynthia said what we saw earlier on the screen. That
yeah.
quote that she said she felt like her image was being tarnished, a chance to win the gold medal, and she
Mhm.
said she had never doped in her life,
Yeah, yeah,
which probably is true. And
yeah.
looking at the substance which she was found positive for, I would
Mhm,
explain that. But yesterday, they apparently were going to go into some hearing to see what will happen.
mhm,
And so I was hoping for a positive outcome. But
mhm,
honestly, once you test positive, just the time to get things done and get results and stuff, I knew she was not going to be able to compete. She was supposed to compete today.
mhm,
had seen her on the schedule,
mhm,
but after I disqualification. So essentially, Cynthia is done. Now,
mhm.
Cynthia, what the report said was found to have furosemide.
Okay.
Furosemide is an agent. It falls in the drug category of they call diuretics. Diuretics makes you lose a lot of water.
Mhm,
The same way, um, the way it works. It also acts as a masking agent. When they say a masking agent, it is for when people take um, banned substances and you take furosemide, it kind of makes it hard to detect. It is
Mm.
sometimes difficult to detect the actual drug,
Mm-hmm.
so they usually go first looking for furosemide.
Okay.
Furosemide, on average, to the regular person, is a blood pressure medicine. So blood pressure medicine, you take it, you pee a lot, it reduces the pressure in your system. Very commonly prescribed, very common to have access to. Now, I want to talk a little bit before we go into what could have happened with Cynthia. We don't know yet. But the process of testing, they are very particular on how they do this testing. And I don't think the IOC will risk just tarnishing image of Cynthia in exchange for a possible big lawsuit.
Mm.
Usually when a boxer is called or an athlete is called for testing, they go with someone they trust, like their team doctor or their coach, and they go with you to a room, usually a bathroom. Make sure you don't have anything on you. You go in there, they stand right by the door, and once you give the sample, with your eyes, with your trusted person's eyes, your staff eyes, the IOC or whichever governing body's eyes, you all look at it, they seal it, put it in something that also has tampering um, protection on it, and then you follow and they deliver it to wherever it needs to go, to a collection place or a lab. So they are very particular about how they do this testing.
Mm-hmm.
So do I think that Cynthia, who essentially may not be known to the world right now, do they want to tarnish her image? And for what reason? Logically, I don't think that they would take that chance, because if Cynthia somehow is exonerated, that is a big lawsuit for them, because they could have denied essentially a lifetime of opportunities and money for her. So I don't think they will go through just to tarnish Cynthia's image. Now, I do not know this, and I'll put out a disclaimer.
Yeah.
While Cynthia was not, we don't know whether she took performance enhancing drugs or anything, and therefore was using furosemide as a masking agent. We don't know that. I doubt seeing that lady and how serious she was with her boxing. I doubt she has taken any performance enhancing drugs. Now, what I know, and this happened to an athlete, a boxer in Ghana also, is that some boxers take furosemide to cut weight. They take it to cut weight. And basically, it's water weight you are cutting. You are not actually losing actual weight, but it's water weight. Some boxers take it so that they can lose weight. And if you take it and you get, in the case of Cynthia, you get tested, it's going to come out that you are taking a banned substance. And it's not banned because it makes you lose water. It's banned because people use it to mask actual performance enhancing drugs. So I do not think that Cynthia is taking any performance enhancing drugs out of how would I say it? Maybe possible not knowing, ignorance, or just because it's routinely done in our the community of boxing herself, possibly maybe even at the blind side of the trainer, may have taken it to cut weight and unfortunately got tested. That is
Mhm.
what I'm assuming, if it's truly positive, happened. And again, do I believe that it's positive? Most likely. I think the risk of tarnishing her image is too high for them to target her. But I think that she may inadvertently mistakenly
Okay, so that was Doc on there, explaining the substance that Cynthia took, the effect of it. And one thing I took from what he was saying was that it couldn't. I mean, if you see Cynthia train, because I saw her train myself at in Germany, you could see that she was going all out. She was really ready, very prepared, for the Olympic Games. And if somebody tells me or somebody had told me that she has taken something, it's not something I would believe. Like 10 out of 10, I'll never believe that. But if you listen to the explanation that Doc was giving, most athletes or most boxers, let me say athletes. So most athletes take this. Most athletes take this furosemide or whatever the name is. Most athletes take it, but for them it's not uh, to become like very powerful or too strong, but they actually take it to cut weight. So probably she may have taken it, but she wouldn't even know, without the intention of her trying to become stronger or to boost her confidence or enhance her performance. It could be that maybe it was taken for some different purpose, and then it so happened that because it's a banned substance on the drugs that I would say like athletes don't need to take. Uh, yeah, she would have found himself in a situation. Mind you, this is the second time in this Olympic Games that a boxer has been eliminated by taking banned substances. I mean, in the last couple of weeks or months, a lot of athletes have been banned from the sports of boxing for taking these things. So please, if you're a fighter or you're a boxer and you are boxing, please make sure you check the drugs that you take. Make sure it is not like a performance enhanced medicine or drug, so that like you don't get caught in the process. Because yeah, if somebody like Cynthia, for example, she's not yet a pro yet, but definitely these things go like a long way in affecting like the reputation and who you are even before you turn pro. And that those are the things I look at and go like, oh, it's harsh, and like he's saying, it almost feels like her name is being tarnished in the process. So, yeah, I mean, that's it about it. And the other Nigerian that was in contention, or who was also like, who could have been like the person to step up to also like get medals for Nigeria. Unfortunately, also like lost his fight on the first day that he fought. I'm talking about Adam. Adam also like lost his fight
I'm back.
Oh, you're back on again.
Yeah, I'm using my phone now. I think I lost internet on my computer.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So yeah, I was just talking about the fact that Nigerian Adam Olaro has also been eliminated from the Olympic Games. He lost unanimously, and I'm sure you saw that fight as well. I mean, what do you think of his performance? For me, I was very happy about the way he fought. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way it was supposed to go, but I think he did a good job.
Definitely, I mean, Adams was fighting. I like him too, but I
Yeah,
think that the guy was
was
just
huge. I think the guy he fought was a weight bully on that weight.
very big, very
Yeah,
big.
Yeah,
But I was impressed with what he did. I would
yeah.
have wished that he would have used his reach a bit more
Mm-hmm.
than he did. But the guy was just huge,
Yeah, it
and
was
I
just
also I also think technically just a little bit superior
all out.
Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, I know you didn't finish talking about
Hold on.
okay.